Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. I hope you're doing well. I've got some very bullish news to share with you. Before we go further, we are closely approaching 50,000 subscribers. So please hit the thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, Bitcoin has crossed over $18,000 once again, so it's testing that support level. We saw a big dump, of course, where we went below 17,000 and we were in the 16,000s. So looking good, we're seeing some recovery, but as I stated in yesterday's video, we could go down a bit further. And I'm not saying we're going to go significantly down, but as always, Bitcoin will test different price points, right? We may go down a bit and then work our way back up. Just like we saw the respective peaks and valleys from the last bull market of 2017 as we made our way up to near 20,000. Well, this time around, guys, due to supply and demand, the Bitcoin halving, where less Bitcoin is being put out into the market, and just record-breaking demand from institutional investors, the stock-to-flow model is predicting a $100,000 Bitcoin, right, which would possibly happen next year into 2022. Obviously, this is not a certainty, but if the market data and the trends play out the same way, based on the mathematics, right? Based on the halving, the supply and demand, and all the things that are happening, macroeconomic, inflation and money printing and so forth, this could really drive the price of Bitcoin higher. And of course, I'm going to share a really bullish example of institutional demand today. And something else I want to show you guys, Paul Tudor Jones, who of course is a billionaire hedge fund manager, legendary investor, he this year came out and said he's putting his money in Bitcoin. Well, there's a fractal, and it's essentially a chart that he put out showing that Bitcoin could have an explosive rally. And he compares it to gold in the 1970s. So a fractal from Paul Tudor Jones hints that Bitcoin price is in an early stage, long-term rally like gold was in the 1970s. So if you look at gold's trajectory here, right, going back to 1973, and you see the cycles, right? I always tell you guys, market cycles, both from a micro and macro level. You have your bull, bear, and accumulation phases. And look at this bear market here, but look at this bull rally. My goodness, right? That's why you have to have a macro level view. And that's how these guys are looking at it. And I try to get you guys to think that way. Unless you're day trading, looking at the weekly and daily charts is a waste of time, right? You got to zoom out and you look at Bitcoin's trajectory here over time, and we could be seeing an upward movement, and see new all-time highs, guys. So things are looking really bullish, and the math, the macroeconomic factors, just the demand we are seeing, right, and the supply and demand economics for Bitcoin is showing that new all-time highs are coming. Now, here's the bullish news. Guggenheim Fund files to be able to invest up to almost 500 million in Bitcoin through GBTC. So GBTC, of course, is Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust, but another investment firm, guys. They have nothing to do with crypto. They've existed before crypto, and they've been successful before investing in crypto, but now they see the writing on the wall. And as I've been telling you guys in my multiple videos, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Retirement funds, all types of investment firms and funds, family offices, hedge funds, so on and so forth, they're all going to come for crypto. So here's an overview from their website. Guggenheim Investments is the global asset management and investment advisory division of Guggenheim Partners and has more than $233 billion in total assets across fixed income, equity, and alternative strategies. And you'll see here under their different mutual funds, they have macro opportunities, institutional class. So I'm assuming this is where Bitcoin is essentially going to be added to. And you can see they hold a variety of things. And like I said, Bitcoin's going to be added to this. So guys, you just got to be patient. Look at the macro level view, right? So Guggenheim Funds Trust filed an amendment with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to allow its $5 billion macro opportunities fund gain exposure to Bitcoin by investing up to 10% of the fund's net asset value in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, or GBTC. According to the amendment, the Guggenheim Macro Opportunities Fund may seek investment exposure to Bitcoin indirectly through investing up to 10% of its net asset value in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, a privately offered investment vehicle that invests in Bitcoin. To the extent the fund invests in GBTC, it will do so through the subsidiary. Given the fund has net assets of $4.97 billion, according to Fidelity, it means the fund can invest up to $497 million in GBTC. So you may say, well, that's not a lot of money. But remember, this is just one fund, guys, and they're going to put more money in over time, right? They're going to come in, test the waters, put in their 500 million. And then as things continue the way they're trending and Bitcoin continues to rise, more money will follow. And like I said, they're not going to be the only fund. But you see what's happening here, guys. I hope you see what's happening here. And this is from an official SEC filing. So this is not someone dreamed this up, somebody heard a rumor. This is from an SEC filing. This is validated, right? They're making it official. And the great thing about the internet, we can see all of this. That's why we're able to know what's happening, right? And I'm sure, like I said, guys, more funds. I think Paul Tudor Jones this year, when he put up that green flag and said, hey, I'm putting 2% of all my assets in Bitcoin. He said it's the fastest horse in the race. Yeah, he wasn't kidding. Bitcoin's outperforming everything right now, right? And of course, the altcoins move with Bitcoin. So we're going to see, obviously, a lot of new all-time highs across the board, guys. Super, super excited. And just to remind you, just this week, PayPal, which is going full steam ahead with crypto, right? I mean, just the payment giant jumping in, the brand, the millions of users, Venmo's getting rolled out in Q1 2021. The CEO of PayPal reveals that 40 to 70% of consumers no longer want to handle cash. And then the subtext here, welcome to the age of the digital currency. Yeah, we're headed to the token economy, the digital economy, guys. It's all coming together. And that's why you see every single week, my goodness, Grayscale's assets under management keeps going up. They're now over $10 billion of assets under management, and they're diversified. They not only have Bitcoin, they have Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, XRP, Stellar. So people are investing across the board here. And we see they're buying like tens of thousands of Bitcoin every week, if not every 2 weeks, guys. It's pretty crazy. That's why the supply and demand economics is such a big factor in play here as to what's going to drive Bitcoin's value up. And that's what the stock to flow model is based on, guys. So be patient. I know I'm repeating myself here. I just want you guys to understand what's taking place and how these macro investors, right? Keyword macro, the way they're looking long term. They're not like, oh, I just put 10 grand into Bitcoin or XRP or Ethereum, and then 6 months later, hey man, the price is not up. This sucks. I'm out of here. You guys said it was going to go higher. People are just looking short term, right? You have to look macro level. You have to understand the market cycles. That's why I always reiterate bull bear accumulation phase, right? Read the charts, go look at them yourselves and understand what has happened historically so you know what to expect in the future. Now, finally, guys, I always like to share these types of news of acquisitions, mergers, expansions, because they signify the growing asset class and the health of the asset class. You know, people are making investments, trying to get ahead of the curve here. So Huobi branded crypto exchange launches for Malaysian market. So we're seeing Huobi and many other exchanges are expanding globally. There's now an additional cryptocurrency exchange serving the Malaysian market after a new Huobi-linked platform announced its launch Friday. Huobi Labuan, if I'm saying that right, said in an emailed press release that it aims to provide users in the nation with a safe and regulated platform for trading cryptocurrencies. The exchange received a digital asset trading broker service license from the Malaysian authorities in September for a 9-month trial period of operation, according to release. So great news, guys. That's what we want to hear as investors. More on-ramps being built, more services being laid out so that everyone across the globe can participate in this asset class. And that's what makes it very different from any other asset class in the history of the world, guys. You could be in any country as long as you have internet connection, you can participate in the crypto market. You don't need to be an accredited investor. You don't need to go through a broker. You don't need to go through this and that and all kinds of jump through all these hoops or whatever, right? You can go directly. You have a mobile phone, download whatever app, go to any exchange, boom, you got it. Put your money, you can move your fiat into crypto. That's what's amazing about this. And that's why this could be the largest market ever. And I'm not saying that, it's not hyperbole, right? When you think about a global asset class that's on the blockchain that you can jump in and out at any time with any currency, with all different types of exchange to get into Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, or whatever it may be. Imagine that, guys. That's all the money in the world, right? That's anybody walking down the street. The person walking by, it doesn't matter. You could literally only have $5,000 in your bank account. If you take $100 and put into Bitcoin, you are part of the asset class. That is how big this thing is going to be. And as I've stated before, there's not only going to be crypto and digital assets, it's going to be tokenized securities, essentially real estate, cars, all stocks, all these things will be tokenized on the blockchain and fall under the crypto umbrella. That's how big this thing is going to be. So hope you guys grasp that. It's going to be huge. And if you haven't seen my interview with some of the well-known folks in the market, guys, definitely check them out. They talk about this. I've interviewed CZ, Binance's CEO, the Winklevoss twins, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss. Here, Adam Trademan, who's head of SBI Ripple Asia and BRD Wallet, right? I've interviewed Brett Tagepal from Coinbase, Brendan Eich, oh my goodness, the legend, right? And many other folks, guys. So be sure to check out these interviews. You just learn and you hear what these people are doing, especially the likes of a Dan Moorhead, who I've interviewed. I mean, he's a macro level investor. Yoni Asiya, CEO of eToro. So guys, definitely check it out. The more you know, knowledge is power. Understand what is taking place and the opportunity we have. And we are on the side of smart money. These big firms and funds are now jumping in, and we've been here for so long, buying the dips, hodling, being patient, and our patience will be repaid or paid off, guys. We will make some significant returns here. So I hope you guys get it. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video with someone who's a crypto skeptic, and I will talk to you guys later.